Now let's consider email service, one of the most important services provided by the internet. And now let's see how this is organized. Sending electronic mails is one of the oldest internet applications. It was already available on the grandfather of the internet, on the ARPANET in 1971. The email service, how we like and how we know him today, was originally designed by Ray Tomlinson, and it works in the following way. It was standardized in the RFC 821, 822, and also this goes back many years, 30 years back into 1982. Meanwhile, there are some modifications, some actualizations. I mentioned the two RFC 5321 and 5322, which were published in 2008. I already, when we introduced internet services, I mentioned that the email service ranks among the message handling systems, MHS. Message handling systems. And such a message handling system is composed from two different components. The first component is the user agent. The user agent. User agents are described in RFC 5322 and 6854. And by means of the user agent, the user can generate and the user can edit messages with the help of this user agent. The messages can be read, the messages can be received, the message can be sent. The message, this is the task of the user agent. And the local application program that provides the user with an interface for using this email service. This is the user agent. Examples. For example, you use Outlook or use Thunderbird, you use Gmail, I don't know it, but these all are user agent in the email service in such a message handling system. The second component in such an MHS, in such a message handling system, is the message transfer agent, message transfer agents, the MTA. It was standardized in RFC 5321. And the message transfer agents, the MTAs, they are responsible for the message transportation between the sender and the receiver. Typically, this is not only one. There are many message transfer agents that perform this task to hand over each to the other the email up to the email reaches its receiver. Here is an example for such a message handling system. Here's, for example, for such email. We have two clients, Julia and Martin. On both sides, they have their user agents in place by which them describe emails, write emails, read emails, and then this user agent hand over the mails to the to the message transfer agent. You see, I go back and I try again. Here you see, from message transfer agent to another one, the email is handed over up to it reach the receiver. Then all this is a message transport system. If we look to email, then of course there is a strong analogy to the traditional mail, to the traditional, in this context sometimes also called snake mail. There is an envelope, a header, and the message themselves. The envelope is contains the address of the recipient, like in a case of a traditional mail, the address, the town, the city, zip code, and sometimes also an information about the priority, for example, if it's an urgent mail. Then in the header, that's inside the envelope, that's the document, the letter, where is described the app sender address, name and address, where is the date of the letter, where is subject of the letter written, and then starts the letter, the message that need to be done. This is very similar like in this traditional way here in this email system. What are the basic functions of an email service? Email service, the basic function is, of course, one should be able, and email service provides a means to generate a message. There is a text editor needed. There is some support in correct generation and insertion of header information to make it easy for the user to write out, to fill in all the information that is needed, that the email service is able for this transport service. Then next basic function is the delivery of the message, the transfer. The transfer is organized by means of several of these message transfer agents. The email service use the TCP protocol, so connections need to be established before the message can be transferred, then the connections need to be terminated, and this needs to be done between every pair of intermediate message transfer agents. Then there is a functionality of the email service that is the notification of delivery history, so-called reporting, to give the sender a feedback. Was it possible to send the message? Was it impossible? What was the reason that it was impossible? What was the error in this time? And then, of course, the received email need to be displayed to the receiver. So formatting is important to find out the different sorts of data that are sent to display the email in the right way, in the used way to the receiver. And then finally, there is the basic function of disposing of the delivered mail, so that's possible to deliver or to cancel these. Emails need to have an address, because it needs to be clarified who is the receiver of an email. So sender as well as the receiver of an email message need to be identified. And need to be identified by a special email address. And the special email address is standardized in RFC 5321. Small remark. You remember on each level of the protocol stack, it's possible to describe addresses in different way. So this now is not the IP address we speak about. This is the address of which is used for the email service. And you all know the email service, the email address is composed of a local part, the name of the mailbox that is assigned to the sender and to the receiver. Then there is a separator symbol, the @ and then there is a domain name or an IP address of the sender or the receiver where the email server is installed. So email addresses you can immediately recognize the separator symbol. Often you find Christian name, family name, @ the separator symbol, and then the domain name of the receiver. Now let's have a first look on the message format of an email. The email looks like follows. Here is an example. There is a from field, there is a to field, the sender and the receiver. There is information where to reply to. there are some information about the intermediate systems, about the systems that are run on the system. Then there's information about the content type and some more information about the technical things behind email. And then here starts the content of the email which is sent to the receiver.